divorce, the word is so heavy and it comes with so much baggage and more negative connotations than positive. With hard work, some problems only get resolved with time, and you can only resolve them when you let them be, you know. वरना कोई लोग होते हैं कि चलो आपकी कहानी पसंद आ गई, हम बनाएंगे, और उसके बाद उसमें बार बार दखल देना शुरू करते हैं और उस पूरे प्रोसेस का दही कर देते हैं. टेक टाइम, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. अरे क्या हुआ, अच्छा आपने ये कहा, आपने ये कहा. आप उतना वक्त लोगे, फिर सोचोगे कि मैं अब क्या कहूं जिससे किसी को बुरा भी ना लगे और ये झगड़ा भी रिजॉल्व हो, है ना. लेकिन जब एक ग्लोबल क्राइसिस हो रहा होता है तो ट्विटर पे 2 सेकंड में आप फटाफट ओपिनियन दे देते हैं. अरे यार इतने जल्दी कैसे, अभी आपको पता नहीं है वो किसी और देश में प्रॉब्लम हुई है, ये कहीं और बम फटा है, आप यहाँ बैठे हो.
You know, when I saw the trailer of the show, right, like firstly I have to say that thank God it is finally here. All of us were yeah, third season मतलब कब आएगा, because on one hand we knew like it's gonna come. It was like forever, like we were just waiting and waiting and waiting. So first thing I would like to know from all the audience, all the fans out there कि इतना टाइम क्यों लगा.
नहीं, क्योंकि हम अच्छा बनाना चाहते थे, हम कोई ऐसी चीज बनाना चाहते थे कि आप वापस आए हमें देखने. So that's why we took so long, and we didn't want to make a show when we didn't have a real story to tell. So we waited and we waited for the right story to come our way that would excite us and sort of propel us to, you know, write and make the show. And eventually it did, and I'm glad it did. And then we were all very excited to make it the way we did. And now you're here. And हम भी उतना ही इंतजार कर रहे थे सबसे मिलने का जितना वो इंतजार कर रहे थे हमसे मिलने का.
The first episode, right? The first episode is your character. 2016 में जब वो रिलीज हुई थी, your character coming back from America saying कि यार डिवोर्स हो गया मेरा, 6 महीने पहले शादी किए थे, मतलब डिवोर्स हो गया. Like it was that. Here the situation is so different, but the decision is same, is of divorce. I want to know, therefore, you not just an actor but you are also the writer. How do you look at this whole thing depending on the generation, this whole act of or whole decision of getting divorced when the marriage is not working?
See, just to correct you, it's not so much about divorce. They say they're separating. And divorce, the word is so heavy and it comes with so much baggage and more negative connotations than positive. Whereas the whole idea was developed where 2 individuals decide to come together and share their life together because it makes them happier than when they are single. And if they reach a point where it's not making them happy, then they must part ways rather than waiting in that and, you know, trying to impress the people around the society and the suffering. They should move on and be in a happier place. Maybe then they would be able to communicate with each other better. Maybe that space will give them that perspective that they'll be able to forgive each other or like each other for the things they loved each other for, you know. So it's not stemming from there. And what happens is that the kids start behaving very oddly to this situation because they feel they're entitled. They feel they have total control of their parents' life and they should tell them what they should do, because parents are only supposed to be there when the kids need them. You know, their sole motto in life should be that they should provide for the kids, they should raise them well, they should educate them, and then once the kids have flown and, you know, done their things in life, they should be back there at home waiting for the kids. कि जब भी इनके लाइफ में कोई प्रॉब्लम आएगी तो मम्मी पापा के पास रहेंगे और वो वहां पड़े होंगे हमारी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए. They can't come up with their problem. You know what I'm saying? Which is very odd. Which is unfair. You know, if they want to explore and do other things in life, then the kids should be equally supportive, and especially when they're grown up, especially when they're in a position to be supportive and help them achieve their goals in life. You know. It
Hmm.
so it's actually a very progressive thing that you should look at it in that
Hmm.
way. How they manage to convince their parents to do what they would like them to do, and what do the parents do in the end? Are they just fooling around with the siblings so that they can learn a lesson, or are they really going ahead with it? That's what this whole season is all about. It's actually not about separation or love or divorce. It's actually about love. They teach the kids the most important lesson in life, which is love. They define love the way that no one else has defined it for the kids, and they do it with their own practice, the way they've practiced their life. Uh, so love is very, very complex. It's very big. It's very deep. It's a very, very pure emotion. It's not black and white.
Sumit, 2016. That means you started writing on the show maybe from 2015 because 16 में release हुई थी तो जाहिर सी बात है एक साल पहले से आपने लिखना शुरू किए होंगे. 2022 है ये. This is 2022. You as an individual has evolved, so all of us have evolved, and also because of the pandemic, every equation in our life, our relationship with our work, our parents, our with ourselves has changed. How that has changed in your writing? I'm not just talking about acting because आप इतना सारा वैरायटी काम कर रहे हो वो तो दिखाई दे रहा है. आप एक्टर तो मतलब शानदार, वो तो अलग बात है. लेकिन मैं राइटर के बारे में थोड़ा पूछना चाहूंगी.
हाँ, definitely. मतलब, the lessons you learn as an individual it reflects in your writing. Because we can only borrow from the experiences that we've had in life, and a little bit of our observation in life. I mean, the one thing that I really learned over the years is that some problems are not solvable with hard work. Some problems only get resolved with time, and you can only resolve them when you let them be. This is a conflict that Chandan has. Chandan wants to solve every problem. ये हुआ है तो ये बात कर लो और फिर इसको ठीक कर दो, है ना. उसको लगता है कि मैं सॉल्व कर दूंगा अभी सारी प्रॉब्लम. ये ऐसे करेंगे, ये ऐसे करेंगे, ये ऐसे बात करेगा तो ऐसे चीजें सॉल्व हो जाएंगी. पर कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स होती है जो आप ऐसे रिजॉल्व नहीं कर सकते. उनको आपको छोड़ना पड़ता है. वक्त ही रिजॉल्व करता है वो. या तो होंगी रिजॉल्व या वो नहीं होंगी, बट आप जबरदस्ती उन्हें रिजॉल्व नहीं कर सकते. तो ये सबक जो है ये मैंने भी सीखा, चंदन ने भी सीखा, और ऐसे ही कई सारे लेसन है जो हम लाइफ में सीखते हैं ठोकरे खा खा के. एंड दैट्स व्हाट वी ट्राई एंड इनकॉर्पोरेट इन आवर राइटिंग आल्सो.
अभी ये सीन कितना आसान हुआ है खास तौर से after 2020 क्योंकि yesterday only we were talking about it, right, that audience, because there is so much content, audience somewhere is a little ruthless, within an episode or two they will just judge and move on to another one. For a content creator, for a writer, every scene, every 5 seconds of punchline nahi dal sakte, right? I mean, that's not possible for a writer, that's not possible for a performer, है ना. तो अभी वो चैलेंज को किस तरह से देखते हो और उसको किस तरह से आपको क्या लगता है कि किस तरह से हैंडल कर सकते हैं, चाहे आप एज अ परफॉर्मर और एज अ राइटर?
नहीं तो देखिए, ऐसा नहीं है कि जो शोज हमें बहुत पसंद आए हैं, जो फिल्में पसंद आई है, उसमें हर 5 मिनट में एक चुटकुला आ रहा है. ऐसा नहीं है. कई सारी ऐसी फिल्में जो बहुत सहज फिल्में पर बहुत अच्छी फिल्म. द आइडिया, द कंटेंट इज सो ग्रिपिंग, द स्टोरी सो एंगेजिंग दैट यू वांट टू वॉच इट, है ना. तो उस डेस्परेशन में आप हर 5 मिनट में अगर उछल कूद करेंगे तो उससे भी ऑडियंस बोर हो जाएगी. वो बहुत ज्यादा देर आप वो एनर्जी सस्टेन नहीं कर पाएंगे. तो yes, the audience, generally human beings now have a very little attention span. आपका attention span बहुत कम है. आप एक वक्त पे फोन पे मैसेज भी चेक कर रहे होते हो, फिर सामने टीवी पे भी कुछ चल रहा होता है, फिर उसी वक्त दूसरे ऐप पे, इंस्टाग्राम पे भी किसी ने मैसेज कर दिया, तो उसी वक्त आपका कोई एक अमेजोन का ऑर्डर है, उसका भी कुछ वो आ गया, उसी वक्त Z5 पे भी ये नया ट्रेलर भी लॉन्च हुआ है। तो उस समय एक ही फोन पे करीब 15-20 चीजें चल रही होती है। फ्रांस में भी कुछ हुआ है तो उस पर भी आपको कमेंट करना होता है, तो ईरान में बुर्का क्यों, वो सब आपको एक साथ कर रहे होते हो आप। तो एक वो प्रॉब्लम तो है उसको आप ठीक नहीं कर सकते, बट आप ये कर सकते हो कि आप अपनी जो कहानी कह रहे हो उसमें मेहनत कर सकते हो, उसमें बेवकूफ नहीं बना सकते आप लोगों को। कि अगर कोई दर्शक है जो ऐप खोलकर आपका शो चालू करके बैठा है देखने, तो आप कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते। आप ऐसे ही कुछ बफूनरी करके, कुछ उसका अटेंशन स्पैन खींच के ऐसे गाना चला दिया, या दो चार गाली गलौच आ गई, या खून हो गया किसी का, या थोड़ा कुछ सेक्सी हो गया, वो करके आप बहुत देर सस्टेन नहीं कर पाओगे उसका अटेंशन।
I'm sure and कभी कभी ये भी होता है ना कि बहुत सिंपल कहानी कभी कभी ज्यादा अच्छा लगने लग जाता है एज अपोज टू स्टेज्ड थिंग्स और सेट पीस, जो ठीक है उसके लिए कभी कभी हम थिएटर चले जाते हैं, वो महीने में एक बारी दो बारी ठीक है, लेकिन
हाँ
तो ज्यादा जो है वो जब
हाँ, sometimes you just want to watch something to relax. You just want to watch a show or a film so that you want to feel good. You had a bad day, or you
हाँ
had a tough day, and you want to watch something that will make you feel nice. So tripling is that show.
I remember once I was having a conversation with you where we were talking about the equation, men-women equation in a relationship and the way it is evolving. And somewhere this constant conversation about feminism and equality and everything is it has become a constant thing, right? That's a very important yet very constant conversation. Tell me with time, and I remember a very interesting thing that you told me back then, that was कि क्या होता है कि मान लो मैं अगर घर में वापस आके कहा कि कैन आई गेट अ कॉफी प्लीज टू माय वाइफ, इट इज लाइक अच्छा मतलब तू खुद नहीं बना के ले सकता, but then if it is the same thing that if she comes back home and say, and if I do that, then I become a progressive man ki look, my wife has come back and I am treating her with coffee.
Yeah.
It was just a small example, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Tell me, and somewhere I believe that you and I, whether the creator and the media, with a constant conversation, somewhere trying to make the shift. How do you look at the shift, especially in the pop culture, in the popular media, that is also translating in the daily life practice?
One problematic thing that I find in the whole pop culture thing is that the need to immediately react, and that's not coming big from a place that I feel something and I need to react. It's coming more from the places that if I react now on this issue, which is a burning issue, I will get more traction. So in the want to get more traction or more attention or more validation, we are constantly just reacting. I mean, imagine if there is if you have an argument in the house, with your partner or something, or if your partner and someone else has an argument in the house, you don't know what has happened. You just entered the house and two people in the home have had an argument. You will take time. You will understand, अरे क्या हुआ? अच्छा आपने ये कहा, आपने ये कहा. आप उतना वक्त लोगे, फिर सोचोगे कि मैं अब क्या कहूं जिससे किसी को बुरा भी ना लगे और ये झगड़ा भी रिजॉल्व हो, है ना? लेकिन जब एक ग्लोबल क्राइसिस हो रहा होता है तो ट्विटर पे 2 सेकंड में आप फटाफट ओपिनियन दे देते. मैं कह रही यार, इतनी जल्दी कैसे? अभी आपको पता नहीं है वो किसी और देश में प्रॉब्लम हुई है, ये कहीं और बम फटा है, आप यहाँ बैठे हो और आपने ओपिनियन दे दिया. तो जाहिर सी बात है, ये ओपिनियन फीलिंग से ज्यादा जो है वो एक इम्पल्स है कि मुझे अभी के अभी कुछ बोलना. तो उससे प्रॉब्लम ज्यादा हो रही है. उससे क्या हो रहा है कि फिर आप जितना नेगेटिव और जितना एजी चीज कहोगे उतना ज्यादा अटेंशन आएगा. या तो कोई आपको गरियाएगा या आपकी तारीफ होगी, फिर आप और ज्यादा वो करोगे. सो इट्स अ ट्रैप, एंड it clearly it's not yielding any positive result. It has created a very negative atmosphere, where so much so that a lot of people don't even feel the need to express themselves anymore. Like I have stopped expressing myself on social media because I just feel that it's just become a very unhealthy place for a conversation. Nobody wants to have a conversation or a discussion. Everybody wants to just say something sensational and, grab attention. That is something that we really need to watch out for. You will feel that एक फोमो होगा आपको कि यार मैं तो कुछ बोल ही नहीं रहा हूँ, मेरे पे तो कोई ध्यान ही नहीं दे रहा, ये देखो इसने ये फोटो और ये जिफ डाल दिया तो इस पे सब ध्यान दे रहे हैं, ये होगा थोड़ा. लेकिन आप तो लॉन्गर रन में यू बी मोर सीन. When you do say something, it will mean something.